Shrimpers and fishermen say they could lose millions of dollars because of the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, and they're now suing BP and Transocean. Our next guest is Daniel Becnel of the Becnel Law Firm. He is representing them, and he joins us live. Daniel, let's start with the fact that you filed a lawsuit on behalf of the fishermen and the shrimpers. Who else might join in this lawsuit? It's a class action lawsuit, right?
That is correct, but right now we are filing suits every hour on behalf of different institutions such as hotels, motels, resorts, commercial fishermen, and every person in New Orleans is starting to smell the high volatile organics from the oil, and many of them are going to hospitals, getting sick, getting nauseated, headaches, throat irritation, eye irritation, and all they've been talking about on the news all morning is people complaining about the smell.
So it sounds like quite a human toll so far. What have you heard in terms of how much the industry stands to lose? Louisiana's Gulf fishing industry is valued at about $2.6 billion a year.
There's no question, and this morning I talked to a number of people who estimate if this oil comes on shore the way it's predicted to come on shore, it might adversely affect this industry for the next 4 to 6 years. Especially if it gets into the marsh, because the grasses and all of the organisms that support the fishing and shrimping industry will be destroyed.
Daniel, it's only been 3 days since this whole mess began, and companies like BP say that they're doing all they can. Isn't it kind of early to assess all this damage? I mean, wouldn't it be better to give them the benefit of the doubt?
Well, if you listen to industry, remember they said it was only 1,000 barrels a day until experts started making the calculations, and then the Coast Guard admiral in charge of the cleanup with BP said, "You're not telling us the truth. It's 5,000 barrels a day." So lawyers have to do the digging and use the experts that we have, because industry always says and make light of it because they're going to have to pay the bill. But remember, we have the Oil Pollution Act that all of these people will be able to make claims against, and most people don't even know what the Oil Pollution Act is. And that's why these people are hiring lawyers. We have suits being filed in Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Texas, Southwest Louisiana. They're being filed by the hour because people are in other states are going to get inundated by this oil in the next 2 to 3 days.
Now, you filed suits against 4 major defendants here. What have they told you in response? Have they said anything to you?
They have hired lawyers. Transocean has hired a lawyer. They're trying to figure out whether they're going to file a limitation of liability because of the rig, in which everyone would then have to file a claim form and have a lawyer in that proceeding. They are also insured by Lloyd's, which has hired lawyers to represent its interest. The other parties, Halliburton, you just had a report how Halliburton and the oil stocks are not doing so hot today. Halliburton is probably one of the major causes of this, along with Cameron International, and Cameron International is the BOP.
Okay, thank you so much. We've been speaking. Thank you for your time, sir. We've been speaking with Daniel Becnel of Becnel Law Firm.